Hello everybody, welcome to another video. PlayStation 5 on the mat. Been given to me, no power, dead as a doornail. It had soot all inside the lab coat, you know, the white sort of fluted fins that you got on the side of it, taking them off. So I suspect the power supply has gone kaboom. So no harm in taking it apart. The fan is completely clear, there's no dust in it, someone's been in it already. I don't propose to show you me taking all of the, you know, the stuff of the case off of it. The next thing you're going to see is going to be the power supply and the board, and we'll go from there. And just pausing on the video, on the disassembly rather, something's happened here. This certainly doesn't look factory either. So I'm not very hopeful with this machine, but we'll see what we got. Okay, so it's not the power supply, I don't think. That would be the power supply there. Got the wrong way around, but 12.2 volts. So if nothing else, I've got a spare power supply, which is a good thing. Guess we're going to have to open the board up. I've been having a little scoot around the board, and this has been through the wars. This has not been, this is not a virgin system at all. I've changed this chip. They've changed the port, and I don't know if they've noticed, but I've been just going around with sort of a magnification, and these are all power supplies. These, whenever you see two little MOSFETs like, and a coil like this as a power supply. So this particular power supply, we're missing a resistor that's feeding power to this chip, this buck converter, and I believe this is the 5-volt rail. So the 5-volt rail won't be present on this machine. Whether that's to do with the HDMI, I don't know. But looking at pictures online, and you can also look at other examples. So there's another one here, you see. So we got two MOSFETs and a coil, same chip. That's a different voltage, but it's a 6.8 ohm resistor as well. So pretty confident I can find a replacement for that. 12 volts isn't shorted, and I've checked the fuses. I'll run through that in a sec. Are intact and not blown. That's the port that's been replaced there. I don't think they've knocked anything off there, but that's been replaced. But I'm just having a look. Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi antenna. So these are two Wi-Fi antennas. We've got one here and one here. See, we're missing the. It's got a ring around it. This one hasn't. So replace the resistor. That's an R6R8 or 6.8 ohm resistor there. So that was on the 5-volt rail. So the next thing we'll do is check these fuses. And we've got these fuses on this side, one on the other side there. Fuse here. That's good. F7501. F3501's good. F3502 is good. F7502. These probes have seen better days. That fuse is okay. In fairness, it's probably better to go off the pads and not the fuse, because you could knock the fuse off the board. F7003, get off there, that's good. And then there's two more, F5402 and F5401. And they're both in this area here. I think that's one there, isn't it? Yep, that's O2. I think that's O1. So those fuses look good on that side. F7702. Oh dear, the shaky hand, the shaky camera. Come on. There we go. So no fuses are blown. Okay, now I'm going to look for some sort of shorts. This is no means an exhaustive test. I am no means an expert, but let's just check. I've got the multimeter in continuity mode. This is the main power 12 volt rail for the phasing, power phasing for the CPU that gets stepped down. and conditioned here, so I'll just make sure there's nothing short on the input, which is probably the same as just checking the pins so they're not short together. So I've got one probe in the multimeter, and as I was saying to myself and not the camera for the last 10 minutes, we've got a short somewhere on probably the 1.8 volt rail, not the 5 volt rail, but the 1.8 volt. I don't think the 3 volt 3. This is near F7002, and I think it's to do with this. This is the Wi-Fi chip, because if I go in the edge, that should be ground, the middle should not, but it's shorted. And it is a known design problem. Either that unit's gone short, or caps in on the side of it have. So if I once again hook up my ground, you see I've been here before, but that's short on both sides, so's that, so's that, and so's that. That shouldn't be right. Back on the other side of the board now, the GPU side or the APU side. This little power supply, where are we here? Is it? Yeah, this supplies various different rails. So we know that the 5 volt isn't short, but is there any other shorts, or are there any other shorts, I should say? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it there. What about here? F7502, you got any shorts obvious here? I'm just literally one end of the meter in ground, and I'm just seeing whether there's anything obvious. F7701, we got any obvious shorts here? Don't look like it. So we'll look down this area here. Just hook up the ground. I think I did those, that's ground. Okay, so on first port of call, it looks like what we're dealing with is, or was, missing resistor for some reason and one power rail, which I've put back. And now we've got a short on this Wi-Fi. I think probably what was happening before, it wouldn't turn on because it was missing a power rail, so that I've been restored. But let's have a look what we can do with this. You can't get these and they're not part paired, so, but they're going to be a pig to get around all these connectors. But let's have a look at the caps on the back first. Okay, so the new Wi-Fi chip has arrived off AliExpress. It's been pulled off of another board and it needs to be rebuilt. I've never rebuilt anything at all, but I've bought these solder balls. I'll show you as much as I can. I'm going to take the old solder off, put a coat of flux on there, place all the balls manually, and then just try to fly them on. I've also just salvaged another connector for the Wi-Fi off of an old Skyboard. I propose to heat from underneath. And the reason for that is there's a lot of plastic connectors in this vicinity and I don't want to melt them, and I've never done this before. So I figure if I hang it off the edge of the desk and heat from underneath, it should come off easier. But if I do that, I'm probably going to lose some of these caps. So I need to remove these caps, make a note of where they are, and then if they do come off, I know what to do, what to put them back. Okay, so let's have a go at reballing the chip first. Okay, so coated it in flux. This is the Rossmann flux. I've got a bit of leaded solder. Should really have the fume extractor going, but never mind. I really should have the fume extractor going. Okay, so there's a rebuild chip. I don't know if I've killed it with heat, but the rebuild worked. 450 degrees Celsius. And about 20 litres a minute of airflow. So now we've got to get the old chip off. I'm going to propose to guide it underneath. I think all of these are 10 mic caps, apart from the teeny tiny one there. If it comes off, I'll have to replace it somehow. That's a 0.1, so go at this from underneath. And then while it's hot, replace the connector. Okay, so let's do it. Apologies if you can see my feet. I don't want to burn the table. Get a little bit of heat into the board. What I'm going to do, I'll put a tin over that. And I'll put a tin over that. While we go. Get some heat into it. It might just be better to go from the step. Heat into the board. What I should really do actually, what I should have done before, put some flux on there. I didn't, did I? Boom. Now I've got it hot. There this guy. Previously we had shorts here. Gone. Here. Gone. Here. Gone. And here. So shorts have gone. Can only go one way, and it goes that way. So I'll line this up under the scope. Let's have a little clean up. Hopefully I've killed it with heat. Can't be any worse than it was. Plastic connectors are still okay. I haven't damaged that or that. That's the way to do it, is a little bit from underneath and then a lot from the top, but with shielding. Hopefully I haven't got shit all in there. So previously that was short, not now. That was short, not now. That was short, not now. And that was short, not now. So let's see where I've written 1.8. That should actually be 3 volts on this board revision, but never mind. So if I put that in there, that was short before, it's not anymore. That was short, or one of these was short here. Not anymore. Put it back together and see if it works. And taking it off the edge of this with isoprop. Board it up and then used cotton buds like chopsticks to get rid of it without spilling it on the board, because it is highly conductive. Okay, so there's the die, cleaned it up. You can see a big mark there. I don't know if this machine's going to work, but I'm going to put the liquid metal on per iFixit's guides. So that's probably about enough. And just spread it across this heatsink with a dedicated thing. Get this onto the die. So that get the idea. You get the idea. I'm going to come back when I spread it evenly. Okay, so let's try and get a shot of this. I'm going to take the board. All goes that way. Line the holes up as best I can. I'm hoping that that thermal pad stayed on the board. I didn't check. There's one thermal pad, but hopefully it stayed on the board. Are we ready? Oh my God, here we go, blue light. Oh my God, white light. She works. She rides. White light, people. That means she rides. Okay, so apologies for the camera angle. Now I guess it's the moment of truth. Woohoo! There we go. Can't connect to your network, that's because it's not my network. Reset the console. All users and data will be deleted. Are you sure? Guess so. Doing that to white light. Resetting to factory defaults. Apologies for the handheld camera angle. PlayStation. PlayStation. So we'll go through all of this crap again. Probably going to have to reset the controller again. Yeah, so one sec. I've turned the sound off because I don't want a copyright strike. But you can see that the controller is working. You can see that the Wi-Fi is working. Connected. You can see that this drive is working. Keep it spinning up. I've actually watched the video on it, so I know it works. And so that is that. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care, and I will see you all soon when I've got something else to fix.